What would you say is the number one or top reason that you see that people get in their own way?
The biggest thing that holds people back, gets in their way, or makes them fail is that they don't know themselves and they think they do, and it's a problem.
Wow. How can people get to know themselves? I remember when I was a kid and the advice everybody gives kids, just be yourself. And it's like that if it was a tangible thing, if I could purchase being myself, that's so warped. Let me
Yeah.
purchase this. It tangible, but it's not tangible.
Right, it's
But I
like being
guess
yourself, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that
right.
means.
Right. How can people find that? You mentioned search for your motivation and your why. So it's like, how can people realize who they are?
Well, so one of the I mean, obviously my answer is the Enneagram, but my one thing that I think is tangible that everybody can do is ask yourself why until you feel like you have the actual answer you're looking for. So,
Whoa.
for example, you walk in and your husband or wife is on the couch playing video games or on their phone. They don't even look up at you and they barely grunt in your direction and you're pissed.
Ooh.
You go to the kitchen and the dishes aren't done and you have to do them. And he doesn't even look up at you. He doesn't actually sit and have dinner with you, blah, blah, blah. So my question to you is like, they don't grunt in your direction. What are you feeling? Well, I'm feeling like very dismissed. Okay, well, why? Because they didn't even look in my direction. So then I go to the kitchen and the dishes aren't done. Well, why does that make you angry? Well, because then I have to do them. Well, what's wrong with that? Because I'm the one that's always doing the dishes. Well, what's wrong with that? Why is that a problem? Because I'm doing fucking everything at work and now I'm doing everything at home and he doesn't even acknowledge me when I walk in. So I'm fucking tired. Imagine walking in and not even being able to recognize you're tired because somebody doesn't make a face at you and there's dishes in the sink. It takes a million steps to get to like, I'm tired. And imagine if you knew tired off the bat and you were able to communicate the second you walked in and you said, hey, I'm home. And if they don't look up, like you can say, hey, like that made me feel like a little crummy because I had a really long day and I'm tired. That would have changed everything instead of you being frustrated and slamming dishes around waiting for somebody to ask you what's wrong. So a really big thing is to just ask yourself what and why over and over and see what sticks.
Wow. I feel like that could save so many relationships, like work relationships, intimate relationships, family relationships. It's like, why do people dance around what they want when they could communicate it in a way before you get to that tipping point?
Because we're survival people.
Of like,
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Because we're survival-based people. We don't want to deal. If we deal with our problems, pain is pain. Pain looks like running from a dinosaur and getting back into your cave. Pain also looks like talking about the hard stuff. Exactly. So we would rather trudge through and just, it's easier for me. How many times have we said this? It's easier for me to just do the thing than to communicate and explain and get mad that this person didn't do it. When in reality, what you allow, you create. So guess what you're doing? You're creating. Yeah.